What's good, everyone? Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Help me help you by getting you all more information about all of this crazy nonsense that's going on in the modern era. Now, for many of you, you may remember this woman here. She's married and she wants to get back with her ex. Reason being is because her husband is 25 years older than she is. I believe here she's 27. Uh, Her ex boyfriend, who she was with, he's about 15 years older than she is. But she wanted to go back with the ex boyfriend because she likes him more. He's more prominent, he has more money, and he's younger. Uh, but she decided to go on the national stage, embarrassing her family, herself, and her husband to make that known. So let's go down memory lane, shall we?
And I got married, but I don't want to be with
You got
him. I want
married?
to, yeah,
You currently married?
yes, I'm married,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
no, no, no. Mm-mm. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Ma'am, are you trolling me?
No, I'm not.
She said,
You broke
"No,
up.
I will,
This
no,
guy
what's
called it
happening?"
out, and and you said you wouldn't gotten therapy,
yeah.
and you're married, and you're actively on a platform with a million folks, actively talking about leaving your husband to get back with your ex.
Because he's high value, and I feel
And she honestly think there's nothing wrong with what she's doing. But let's continue.
like
And that's the thing. A lot of modern women, they've been told they can have it all. Don't settle for less, girl. You can have it all. Come on now.
Go ahead.
yeah, he's high value, and with even with watching you, it's kind of taboo. My husband is 25 years older than me, and so I would want to be with this other high value man because he's only about 15 years older than me. So
And what does your husband do for a living?
he's a pipe fitter. He works at a shipyard.
Mm-hmm. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
I'm a size 4 to 6.
Mm-hmm. So, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're with a previously high value man who was 15 years older than you,
Yes.
and you kind of ruined that relationship, ran in the ditch. He suggested therapy,
Yeah.
and you came in saying you wouldn't got therapy, but and also in that course of time, you've moved on and you got married to a man who's 25 years older than you, who's a
Yes.
pipe fitter. And the reason you want to,
She's like, yes, absolutely. I mean, she honestly believes there's nothing wrong with what she's doing.
um,
I honestly think there's something wrong with her. There's some sort of issues she have going on. In my humble opinion, she probably shouldn't be married to anyone with this attitude and this mindset. She's dangerous.
break your covenant with God uh, and wreck your home of the pipe fitter guy is because the previous guy was higher value, meaning he earns more money.
Yeah, and his social status, how he looks,
What
and I
state do you
feel
live in?
like Virginia.
Or which part? DMV?
Um, yeah, yeah, you could say.
Hold on just a second.
Oh man, Kevin kills me when he just gets up and walks away. But anyway, that was that first video, and it just caused a stir all over the place. So much so where everyone was talking about it. It was such a big deal, and she ended up being on uh, Jr. Wisdom's uh, show after that because people were wondering, like, what the heck is going on? Like, why would she do such a thing? So let's take a look here.
What made you do that? What made you go on his channel and do this?
I thought
Like, what made you say, let me go ahead and go on this channel and do this?
I thought he was gonna really give me advice to how I was feeling, or
Mhm.
I thought he.
And that's the thing. It's how they feel and their emotions, and they're just disregarding everything else. It's like, damn my husband, you know, damn the vows I took. That don't mean nothing because my happiness and what I want is more important. That is the most trifling, uh, selfish thing someone could ever do. I mean, it's bad, and she's just making it worse by continuing to go online and further embarrass her husband.
Would really just say, you're married, so just take it as that's gone and you're married, leave it as that. So
So you were looking for some positive reinforcement from him, basically.
yeah, and to say like maybe I was just already high value because I got my husband, but I just needed to be married, and that now that's the end. So I thought that I would hear that, but I didn't. So
I mean,
And that's the thing. It's what they want to hear. And if it's not in a realm of what they want to hear, that affirmation, then it becomes problematic.
he sounds like, and based off from what I know from you guys, he sounds like a hardworking man. Obviously you said he's an older gentleman. You said 25 years your senior. Yeah, and and the way you described him, he sounds like a hardworking dude. So
An honest, hardworking guy that she decided to go on a national stage and embarrass. I mean, wow. And he's providing for her. Unbelievable.
yeah.
I mean,
That's trifling.
I guess with that being said, has anyone told your husband yet?
So that's the thing, right? That's the real question is what will happen when her husband finds out about it. And I'm sure by him finding out about it, I'm sure he wasn't too happy. And then, so with a little bit of time, she decided to call again a little bit recently. I think 2 days ago. And here she
Have you been
is.
on here before?
Yes, I have.
What's the update?
I'm learning to be a submissive wife and to know that my husband,
Wife?
yeah,
You're
be
married?
I'm the one who was like, I'm married and I want
You're
it.
the one who was trying to get rid of your husband to go back to the other high value man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good memory. Did your husband see that show?
Yes, he did.
What was the conversation?
He said, it's like, how can you embarrass me? Do you want to be with me? And do I make you happy? Do I give you enough? And he is enough. It's just I didn't realize that.
Okay. After what did you say to him?
I said I was thinking about my ex because he is high value and he was just closer to age.
She's still stuck on that.
But
she knew what this guy was prior to marrying him. Why is it all of a sudden an issue? Why is it all of a sudden problematic? Why is she willing to destroy and wreck her home because of this?
Going on to that story, my husband, he intervened from me marrying my ex. So it was like something to say, should I?
What?
I guess he won to get me, so I'm just gonna stick with.
Since our conversation, have you had any therapy?
Yeah, I am in therapy every month.
Okay.
So I do that. It's just what I need to do is I just have to stick with one thing and stick with one person because
You think You think? I think that's probably a good idea because you're gonna wind up uh, making a lot of bad decisions. You've already made a lot of bad decisions so far. You might want to take a step back and chill because you've embarrassed the hell out of your husband. And I think if that was many other men, they probably would not have anything to do with you after that little fiasco that you uh, engaged in. So that was not cool at all. Like, I don't know. The man you're with right now, you better love him even more for his willingness to forgive you after all of that because that was insane.
I feel like my energy when I do meet men, that it's just a different way. I don't think my beauty gets that
Well,
much attention, but
it
it's
doesn't matter what attention you get from other
So
men.
what is she doing the whole Aisha Curry thing now? Oh, I don't get enough attention from men and all of this other shit. Come on now. You don't need attention from other men.
Ma'am, you're married.
yeah, I am married. Yes, I am married. But I'm not in a box. Like I still have to talk to people as for business.
But that's
What?
not attraction.
But if you're a salesperson, like there's something that has to be first being, oh, I want to buy it, and it has
When
to be
I spend
attractive.
year, come on now. Who are you talking to? I spend, okay. Why do you need to be appealing to other men physically?
No, I don't. I do not. I do not. I do
Well,
not at all.
it's coming across that you don't get attention from other men or this or that. And honestly, if you're a salesperson, then, you know, I get the point of wanting to build rapport, but that's not
Yeah.
important. That's why I'm trying to understand it because you're back with your husband, or you guys didn't divorce, and he's older than you, right?
Yes.
You have any kids?
Yes. We have a child together.
How many years difference between you two?
26 years.
So my question is, how have you made it up to him?
Question of the
We
year.
stayed together.
What?
Have you made? What happened was pretty bad, ma'am.
Pretty bad, pretty substantial. You embarrassed him. And you admitted that you wanted to go back to your ex. You were willing to break your marriage to go back to your ex-boyfriend.
It wasn't, well, okay, it was bad. I just talked to him about it. It was, as I said, I was thinking about,
Right, and I'm asking you, how have you made it up to him? How have you balanced that out?
I,
You
I,
stayed?
I stayed. Yes, I stayed. I've just been more focused on us, just not been, really putting too much effort
Do you,
into.
do you think if your husband hurt you, broke your heart, embarrassed you, did something along those lines, do you think he would have to just apologize or would he have to actually make it up?
Both.
Okay.
Would have
So like
to
when a
both.
man, like you got the old school thing in the movie, you forgot the anniversary, you forgot the birthday. That's why you're in the florist. You had to buy a
Yep.
gift to make it up. All right. What have you? That's what I'm trying to hear, and I haven't heard that
Yeah,
from
I
you.
have. I bought my husband a new phone. I got us all new phones.
A phone.
I've been,
Yeah, babe. So, yeah, I embarrassed you on the national stage. But here's a phone. Uh, you're welcome.
like following his lead. I've been going for events like dancing together. I've been keeping us busy. Like any of our spare time, I
I'm
will
asking.
take him to
You.
fishing.
Okay.
I gave, like, we have more.
She just don't get it. She just don't get it. And women like this don't deserve to be married. They don't. They're women like this. It's dangerous to be married to them. It is.
More intimacy, things like that. We're more intimate.
All right. And I think it should match what I remember that to be. I'm gonna make a suggestion, ma'am. That you sound like you have a decent man.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
No, he's
You're
great. He's
fortunate that you
great.
came home and the locks weren't changed. Because if you were mine, the locks would have been changed and you'd have been getting served.
Exactly.
So you need to understand how fortunate you are and stop worrying about getting other men's attention and recognize that you are fortunate to still be married.
Why is she even? What I don't understand is why did she call his show again? Okay, it's that Streisand effect. Leave it alone. If you keep bringing attention to it, people are going to keep poking and prodding at. Why are you even back on his show? You're just you're continuing to embarrass your husband. Stop it.
And treat that man with respect because you embarrassed yourself and him in front of the world. And life happens. But what I'm saying is focus on your man and let him focus on you instead of you focusing on you. Make him your focus. And see if I think that'll be a better outcome for you both.
Hey, I'm going to pause it right here. I'm going to leave the links below in the description so you all can check out the original videos. But this is the type of stuff men have to deal with in a modern era. And women like this are so dangerous. You know, the I, me, the women that, you know, they're all for them, screw everyone else. Screw people, screw the men. It's all about me, my feelings, my emotions. And they just disregard everything else. It's dangerous. And that's why these women like this don't deal with them.